Hello, Washington Paraeducators. We are your Paraeducator Workforce Development Team. My name is Dr. K.O. Wilson. I am the Program Manager of the Paraeducator Workforce Development Team.
My name is Alejandra Cruz Martinez, and I am your Educator Workforce Coordinator.
And I'm Tristan Wiley, Program Manager for Operations and Policy.
And all three of us are here to support you for anything and all things regarding Paraeducator Certificate Training Program. Hello, Washington Paraeducators. Once again, I'm Dr. K.O. Wilson, and I am the Program Manager of the Paraeducator Workforce Development Team. Now that you've met the team, here's a bit more about the Paraeducator Certificate Program. First of all, what is Paraeducator Certificate Training Program? Washington State legislators acknowledges that the incredible work that paraeducators are doing with students. This is why they are dedicated millions of dollars to create this program of 4 levels of training for paraeducators. The first 2 levels are training required when funding is provided to the district. Those training tiers are called the Fundamental Course of Study and the General Paraeducator Certificate. The other 2 optional tiers of training are called the Subject Matter Certificate and Advanced Paraeducator Certificate. This video will cover each of the certificates within the program, their different requirements, and how they are funded and resourced for completing them. Let's take a look at the first required training, the Fundamental Course of Study, better known as FCS. The Fundamental Course of Study is the first required certificate for paraeducators. It is a responsibility of the district to provide this training to you, paraeducators. Districts may partner with external sources such as unions, ESDs, and others to help meet this requirement. It is a responsibility of the district to ensure that all training meets the paraeducator standards of practice and learning objectives. The FCS consists of 28 hours of training. However, the legislator requires that a portion of which must be done in person. The rest can be done in different formats. Each district will deliver the training differently. You will begin working on this once you become hired within your district. Paraeducators. The FCS serves as a foundation and is a prerequisite to all other certificates. Until you have completed this session, you cannot apply for any other certificate. Well done. Once your Fundamental Course of Study is complete, the next step is begin your General Certificate. To receive the General Certificate, you must complete an additional 70 clock hours from an approved clock hour provider. These cannot be clock hours used toward your FCS. Your school district will be responsible for coordinating training opportunities if they receive funding from the legislator. This is typically 14 hours per year for 5 years. Any clock hours taken over the funded amount will be at your own expense unless pre-approved by your district. Before beginning any training, please be sure to first check with your school district to make sure you receive clock hours and meet the training criteria. Some districts may partner with specific clock hour providers to ensure all training is met. Any clock hours that meet the paraeducator standard of practice may be applied to the General Certificate. The 5 standards are supporting instructional opportunities, demonstrating professionalism and ethical practices, supporting a positive and safe learning environment, communicating effectively and participating in the team process, and demonstrating cultural competency. Almost all professional educator training will apply. Any college credits earned since July 1st, 2019 can be counted as clock hours toward your General Certificate. All training must come from PESB-approved clock hour providers. You can apply any clock hours received from a subject matter certificate in ELL or special education to this General Certificate. These are optional certificates, which we will cover more in the next section. If you use the subject matter clock hours for the General Certificate, the district will provide funding for them. You do not have to get the subject matter certificate to use the clock hours toward your General Certificate. It's an option. When you apply for your General Certificate, only clock hours from training that happened within 5 years of that application will count. Congratulations, paraeducators. You have now completed all the required certificate training. Next, we will cover some additional optional certificates, which in some cases may lead to higher pay or even advanced opportunities. Be certain to check with your union or district HR department to learn what's available in your district. This portion of the video will cover the advanced and subject matter certificates. The advanced and subject matter certificates are optional certificates which may be paid for by your district. You do not need a subject matter or advanced certificate to be able to work in any program. Each of these certificates will expire and will need to be renewed after 5 years. Subject matter certificates are for paraeducators who wish to further their education in English language learner, better known as ELL, or special education instruction. To gain these certificates, you must complete 20 hours of professional development in the subject of your desired certificate. You can count these 20 hours of subject matter certificate training toward your general certificate as well. There are online courses available to help you reach all your hours, standards, and objectives required to receive each certificate. Once you have completed your general certificate, you can begin work on the optional advanced certificate. Advanced certificates require an additional 75 hours of professional development, which the district will not pay for. The advanced certificate is not required as a condition to work in any program. You can get up to all your clock hours for the advanced certificate through professional growth plans, better known as PGPs. Advanced paraeducator duties may include assisting in highly impacted classrooms, supporting specialized instruction, and mentoring other paraeducators. For more specifics on the advanced and subject matter certificates, contact PESB or visit our site. Well done, paraeducators. With any questions regarding the certificates or anything regarding the program, please reach out to myself, Dr. K.O. Wilson, or the Paraeducator Workforce Development Team with the information provided below. Good luck with your training. All love.